Go.
Go?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, he said go.
Hello. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I am Robotech Master Harukajunko, and I am performing the introductions today while Lucas takes care of family matters. In the meantime, welcome again once again to the game. I am here today, and I am ready to kill them because they're getting to Mars. If you know any Robotech stuff, you know what that means. Death. But in the meantime,
Fun.
Death to the enemy!
Yeah.
Oh, you wish. But for now, I'll just kind of pass it off to the rest of the guys and let them do little intros while we, waste time and wait for, we screen for Lucas. Guys, start screening. Go, Captain.
Well,
Hi.
yeah. Well, yeah, we have to wait for Archibald.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, we don't. You leave him behind.
So,
Blocking
but yeah, but howdy, folks. But yeah, this is weird. We almost never have to pad the front of the session instead of the rear. But yeah, I know all of us have been looking forward to this session, despite Mr. Junko plotting. But the thing is that is unexpected is, of course, Russian Crazy has been plotting as well.
Can I just make popcorn and sit back and watch the show?
I mean, you're still there. I can still kill you, technically, if I really wanted to.
Yeah, you can kill me no matter what. But I want to see the big giant monster just, destroy everything.
I make a big boom.
Yeah. I want to see that.
I don't foresee anybody dying because you're all wearing your not red shirts
Yeah. We're just wearing our brown pants.
and your brown pants, so you'll definitely survive.
Everyone needs their brown pants.
Pants? What does anyone need pants for?
Cover up your kilt scars.
Kilt scars?
Kilt scars.
Excuse you?
I don't want to ask.
Bathrooms on the left.
Yes, today is going to be a very fun encounter because I am now actually taking the gloves off and attempting to nuke the players somewhat. But you know what? How about we go over your stinger points, and we'll start at Mecha because I know he hadn't selected at the time, so I'm going to put him on the spot now.
Excuse me?
I'm putting you on the spot. Tell us what you got with your 3 stinger points that you totally already spent, right?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll throw it to Joe.
I don't even know if I'm going to be spending them.
That's valid because, I mean, granted, banking a couple for the bigger, happier things like extra weapon banks. But yes, since Captain Colors has decided to allow a little bit of tinkering, just a little bit. I, of course, went and tinkered with my big monster destroid, Great Bear, by spending all of my points, including a new hardware point, in which I got vectored thrust. So I go zoom across the battlefield now. It gives me extra maneuverability and allows me to float above ground. Just because, I have to make up for shortcomings for being in the heaviest stinking thing on the battlefield. And then on top of that, more structure, because I like living. So making my big fat monster, making Big Bear even harder to kill is ideal.
Yep, you say that. That just means it's going to be that much more fun when I make that reactor go critical.
You may try. I don't think you'll succeed.
You say that, but I have enough Daka laid on the field to put you down several notches.
And I have 4 big guns.
Mm-hmm.
With blast 30.
Mm-hmm. Which means you blast 30 meters.
Which means at least 3 per shot. Three battle bots per shot.
Ugh.
But
So I know what I spent mine on.
Your
My
non-existent
three-
stinging points?
I put stealth. It's cost all 3 points, but it's well worth it for a
Did you
giant
put-
ship.
You don't get those on the ship. I told you.
Painted a star pattern on it. No one can see us now.
Nah, you painted it camouflage, therefore it's invisible.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
We're in space. I painted star pattern.
No, you just paint it desert. You got to get the desert chocolate chip going.
No, it's actually just normal camouflage.
I don't know.
Like
Chocolate chip could
1990s
blend in anything.
camouflaged. The old school camouflage, the blotchy blotchies.
Oh no, even better. It's the army digital, the gray digital camo that doesn't blend into anything except old couches.
Oh God.
Oh, that poor digicam. Why must we always bring up that digicam?
It was a great
Because-
idea on paper and in their wallets.
Because it's cheap to make things look ugly.
I mean, it perfectly camouflages you if you need to, hide on your grandmother's couch.
Yep, so. Oh. Now, this is just not fair. He has all of the props.
OG camouflage. It's green.
Nice.
Oh, all of the props.
It comes in whatever
Inside,
color you want,
it's
so
a
long as
different
it's
color.
green.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different color of green, but it's still green. Because this part is wood. It has a fun chin strap, so you can keep your helmet on if the rest of you's gone.
I guess we call him camouflage now.
Camo for short. He's now
man.
camo.
I know that reference you're making there, Joe, though, because I listen to that song very often.
Sabaton.
I was talking about the original, man, but Sabaton did make a nice cover. I will agree with that. And man, this padding is working so well, guys. We are padding this out perfectly. So you know what? We're gonna pad this out with a little bit of role play. And,
Well, we never did talk about Melody's stinger points.
Oh yeah, Melody,
Ah.
did you spend your stinger points?
I just tossed it into stealth. Make you roll
Okay.
more.
Yes. She's getting promotion.
I mean, the
What
stealth.
one? I'm like the lowest rank.
I mean, stealth is very nice. It's definitely up there because it. So just for people watching, the stealth upgrade means that the enemy must achieve at least one scanning success each round to be able to do anything to you. And see, there we go.
It's Archibald.
Archibald has come back.
So,
Hi, hello. Sorry.
hello.
Yeah.
Greetings. We have been doing the padding.
The what? The what?
And what did you spend your stinger points on?
I have yet to spend them. I was just starting to read it when.
Yeah, well, don't worry.
Upstairs.
We get to immediately start with you in the session because I owe you some roleplay.
Oh well, it's okay. I can still get adjusted if you have someone else at your.
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
if
no,
anyone
no.
if anyone has roleplay here that they want to do currently,
I did want to work on the drama that I was working on before. That's my part
Yep.
for wherever it falls.
yep, no, I was definitely gonna let you work on that. And today, it's Sunday. It's a little bit late into the evening. The artificial sky has darkened. The lights are off in most of the places, and you're just kind of sitting at your desk, kind of leaning back, and you're working on those letters still. This one is for Jared.
Yeah, that's just what I was say. Okay, so he's thinking about that. What was his lady's name?
Leela. She's still alive and she's still in the unit.
Yep.
For now.
Quit saying things like that.
And so, of course, you know that Jared didn't have family on Macross Island, so you're having to write letters that will eventually be shipped out. They're literally 2 years down the line when you guys get a chance to get back to Earth.
Wow. I think he told
Rip the
Chuck.
wound.
What was that?
I said so you could rip the wound open all over again when he's back.
I know. I had like
son is dead. How dare you?
Oh, jeez.
It's been 2 years, ma'am. I don't care.
I was starting to plan this, but then I got very, very distracted with stuff, and like I have a partial plan and partially improv. But I guess he told Chuck to go home, basically over next door to his room a while ago.
Yeah, Chuck's still over there, and you know, you probably know that, like you get the feeling that he's not exactly asleep, and because he's always been there for you. The middle of the night, you'll be, you know, just kind of down on your luck you'll be down on yourself after a horrible failing night with the women and
Whatever.
back at these demos, these messages to send to the family, and
Well,
he'll always just pop up at the door with an ice cream scoop, always ready for you.
well, that's good. And on this particular night, if it's the same night, was the night that I witnessed the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It is in fact the same night.
And I'm the only one I think I saw it out of me and those who are close to me, unless I'm wrong. But I kind of just went around and.
Yep, you were the only one who really got to look at the true horrifying nature of the body.
I think it. We don't know. Maybe we flash back and we see that it kind of like he did this, but then he immediately went back into his shtick, and he just took a mental photograph, and then he goes and they leave. They have dinner. All right, Chuck, I gotta write letters, and then I think almost it's like he closes the door, and then he's like, oh, and he starts to freak out. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to develop another side that we haven't seen. It's 8 episodes in, right? And I think he just like. Panicking, and then he's...
which I've actually been told that we are on episode 6, because I am bad with numbers.
Or what now?
Of the original show, you mean?
Apparently we are on episode 6, as according to Barrett Apollyon in the SMG chat.
In the what chat?
In
You
the
mean-
SMG's Discord.
Do you mean, you know, episode 6 of Robotech?
I think he means episode 6 of the actual,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I have. Well, I think we're
It's
on it.
gotta be
Yeah.
talking about the anime because
Yeah.
we're definitely on session 8.
Yeah, no,
We have the
I-
backlog to prove it.
YouTube videos
no.
are still forthcoming, but they are coming. I have them. Okay, so I think the scene, he freaked him out, and so he gets in his office, and he's like, I gotta distract myself, right? And then it's the letters of all it fights in the Jared files fresh on top, and I think is that, and then we see the scene that he saw and back and forth, and I don't know. I'm too tired to cry on camera, but I think he has a meltdown, and I think it's sobbing, and it all hits him at once. And this is like no one's around. No one gets to witness this, not Jacobs, because she would hold it against him forever. And
Whatever, I've seen it.
Alex wouldn't know what to do. He'd be like, what? And then who knows what Burns would say. And he'd be like, try and make me feel better. I don't need that right now. I just need to get it out. And Archie sobs pretty hard. And this is another side we see. I don't know how to describe it. Thank you, Kurt in chat. Yes, I cry like a little girl. Yes. Sob away, and then eventually he's just like, and he grabs a trash can and throws up in it because of all the pressure and all the emotions. He's like, whoa. Okay, I think that's enough. And then he goes to the Jared letter and he's like, it's time to get these done. Yeah, yep. The families need these. It's my responsibility. I never thought I'd have it. I never wanted it. But what choice do I have?
Because, you know, this is really your first combat time. You know, you weren't there for the global war. You know, you may have been around for some peacekeeping action during the anti-UN times between the global war and now, but you never really saw anything. You never had to deal with being, you know, a leader, having to deal with the possibility of other people's blood on your hands. And this is definitely laying down your it's definitely weighing on your character.
Yes, I think so. I think it not at first because of his outward attitude, and he's got to upkeep, this persona, this mask, as a lot of people wear, and then there's a breaking point. I think it's fair, especially I think the deaths are one thing, and then even Jared's is another. But then I think the final straw would have been the murder scene, and he had to get back to his room quick and just like, and now it's over. And you gotta have that good cry sometimes, that good ugly cry. That's what my mom calls it, the ugly cry. And you just gotta get it out. And then you get up and you get back to work. And he gets up to get back to work. And that's my scene. If that works, sir.
Right, yeah, no, I definitely say that works. And I'm gonna say that just with the way that you put it in, along with the successes last time of trying to hammer it down, along with Chuck's talking, I think you are cleared of that drama.
Oh.
You've really progressed, and your character has, really overcome something.
On the topic of dramas, I've noticed we haven't actually been using the ways that dramas reoccur and hamper players. We haven't really touched on that.
Oh, don't worry. That will happen. I've just been being nice.
It's all in his bag of fun, right?
It's all gonna drop. The other shoe is gonna
So, do I leave it on the drama, like with the description, and just say resolved, or do I erase it completely? Like, what do I?
You can erase it if you want to, or move it to or maybe move it down a little bit and under like a completed section if you wanted to.
I like that. Just to kind of keep completed drama, I'll do that. So, okay, because I know I might want to add another drama soon. I'm thinking, I'm like, I have 2 dramas I could add, and I just want to get one out of the way first. But anyways, that's me. That's Archie. Catch me on the flip side.
All right. Well, and the next day comes. It is Monday, the morning of the Mondays, everyone's favorite day of the week, and I believe Suranova has something to say to the squadron.
Oh yes, I do. So it will probably be about 5 a.m. shipboard time. Good waking up time when each one of Silver Squadron is going to have loud pounding at their doors.
Something in Russian. Do you got any of you guys get up to answer?
Yeah, I peek my head out groggily. My hair is a complete fucking mess.
And then as soon as you open the door, for like Alex specifically, it's probably Ivan himself. His
eyes go wide. He attempts to shut the door.
Ivan's just like, "Good morning. You're coming with me, friend."
Wait, no, my hair.
And like Ivan will drag Alex out to probably the more like there's probably 2 like ground vehicle like jeeps. I forget what they exactly phrase them at.
MPVs.
MPVs.
You don't sleep in the nude, Alex.
No. So, but yeah, there for Melody it would probably be a very tall, very lanky Russian woman, and for Archie it's probably 2 very for Archie and Chuck it'd probably be 2 more very buff Russians banging on their door.
I'm telling Chuck to answer it. Chuck, make it go away, Chuck.
You're not in the same room.
And Chuck's not even in there.
You're not in the same room.
I know.
I'm asleep.
But he's half awake.
This is
it doesn't stop.
He just
implying some interesting things.
You're and then just some like string of words in Russian.
Chuck.
Ano cheeky breaky of damka, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck, did you learn Russian?
So and then it's like, and then we start hearing Russian of 3, 2, 1,
bang.
Might as well.
And then boom. Just
the doors pulled off. Both you and Chuck have a similar experience of suddenly your doors being forcibly opened by buff Russians.
Okay.
With both of them, one of them carrying a bottle of vodka with him.
A what?
a bottle of vodka,
Oh.
and he walks in and
Is he wearing a tracksuit?
No, he's not wearing a tracksuit. He is wearing his normal jumpsuit. It just does have Nike on it, though.
Adidas.
I feel
Yes,
like
Adidas. Sorry.
I don't know how everybody else is dressed. Chuck is probably wearing regular clothes to wear to bed, but I think Archie's somehow been caught in his onesie, his large adult pajama, and it's probably like teal. I don't know, something ugly, embarrassing to him. And that's it. That's how he's going down the hallway.
the Russian sees this, and he does not question this, but he does take the vodka, open your mouth a little bit, and just pours a little bit in there, and just kind of closes it. You know, good wake up shot in the morning.
I think it'd be like sitting there with it in my mouth, like looking at him, like, what's going on? I'm like unsure, and just slowly.
You're coming with me. You're going for. How did Sulanova say? Exercise.
Huh?
Good, you're awake now. Come with me. And he like grabs you by the arm and he's
Yeah.
starting to drag you out of the room.
It's a very anime style, right? Like the heels are dragging on the floor.
You know, Chuck's Chuck's actually being carried out on the guy's shoulder.
Yeah.
He's
I was probably already in a running suit because I go jogging that early in the morning. Let's go.
Yeah, you probably, Melody, your introduction to the Russians is far more cordial. So
You guys are
you're
dragged
all
out.
dragged out to the secret location that Serenova has yet to tell me.
I'm pretty sure it's probably just in the middle of the hangar, just at their little tent city.
Yep. So the Russian Fusiliers are bunked separate from everybody else because, well, really the Fusiliers weren't even supposed to be here. We were kind of there for parade.
Bunk is a generous term too.
So instead, in the corner of the hangar, we have set up a compound of tents and our destroids, and it is literally Russian military camp inside the big military ship. And
there's Russians there from the mechanical side of things. There's Russians there from there's actually some Russian infantry that's also there. You know, all of them, of course, RDF members. Hopefully, but they're all, you know, most of them are up and about. Some are like cooking there. Mechanics across the hangar are giving them the worst looks ever. Because it's just like, why are you taking up so much space in our hangar?
Yep. But everybody in the entire regiment is already up. And there's probably several squads of Russians already doing laps around the camp.
Did you get all of Silver Squad?
Oh yeah.
All 11 of us? Okay.
All 11 of you guys, which I have been working on names for all of them, and of course, as we introduce them, you know, we can work on it out.
I wish you wouldn't have named them. Now it makes
Oh
sense.
no, I have to name them because
Once you name them.
I think the only thing he's trying to avoid is naming the Russians.
It's the Macross Nuzlocke run.
Mike, just wait till Band of Blades. Just wait.
Oh, just wait.
That's it.
Yeah. So Alexander comes back as a ghost vampire.
He's transitioned all the way.
Yeah, he's just following you now, Lucas. But no, it's, you know, everyone seems active, and you know, today it seems like a special morning. The Russians are a little bit high-strung or whatever due to the word of stopping at Mars for more supplies, which means possibly more potatoes, which possibly means more vodka. And so they are actually jogging the entire hangar of the Datalists, which that is a pretty big hangar. It's meant to store a large number of destroids, and they are running the entire hangar all the way down, across, and then back up to the camp. And they're doing that a couple of times today. You know, some of them are, you know, the infantry ones, of course, you know, doing jumping jacks, push-ups, stretches, and all that stuff. They seem to have it kind of sectioned out. Like, first group gets their exercises going, the second group gets their exercises going, and the third group after that, and so on and so forth. everything from as terrible as the Camp City looks from the outside, they do seem to have somewhat of a structured thing. The mechanics already having done either early morning or late night workouts are busy working on the destroids, some of them painting on new kills from last engagements, all of this kind of stuff. And all of you find yourselves there with Surinova in front of all of you, probably smiling some devious smile.
Good morning, Silver Squadron. So nice of you all to join us today. So, as you may or may not have heard, so the first Moscow Destroy Fusiliers will be working in conjunction with Silver Squadron. As such, I figured that, to get to know one another even better, we should also get some training in together. Because after all, when the chips are down, training is all you have. That and maybe a small flask of vodka. Depends on the person. And all the Fusiliers that Ivan has probably selected specifically to work alongside Silver Squadron are all like full on like PT uniform. So in like nice parade rest rows. So it's like, so I figured this morning we'd get in our jugs and other calisthenics in, and then we'll start moving into hand-to-hand practice, and then we'll start working on combat theory. So especially since we have to marry the elements of the ground forces with now the spacefaring air forces. So that way then, we don't shoot you out of the sky for being in the wrong place. And just like you guys don't want to drop bombs on destroids who are in wrong place. Let's avoid wrong place in general. So.
And of course, all of them are chiming in, and they're all boisterous and drinking vodka, doing normal.
That's
Russian
German.
Things. They're doing normal Russian things.
So.
Wow. Quite an introduction.
I'm now going back to bed.
That is some grain vodka.
I'm all for it. Hey, I'm going to go start running.
Chuck? Is like Chuck over there bent over sleeping? Or is that me? No.
Chuck is like barely awake still, and they've given him like 4 shots on the way here. By the way,
Hey, Haru. This is probably later than some of the tour days I had to wake up on, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's a little bit later, but not by much, depending on the days, because most of those days you could nap in between, or you got up and got dressed and then you napped in your clothing or whatever.
But this is not actually that unusual a wake-up time.
No, it's not super unusual wake-up time. It's a lot more boisterous and loud, though. And a lot more filled with alcohol and Russian. I don't know. Are you used to Russians around you?
No, probably not. So I'm going to look to Ivan and just go, I don't have a choice, do I?
No, not really.
A big sigh, and I'm just going to sort of look for where to start.
So, all right. Everyone of Silver Squadron will pair with one of my Fusiliers. This is also to work on, how do you say, mingling. So that way we get to know one another very well. So that way we watch each other's back better. So.
Oops. Sorry.
I thought that might have been Archibald, like having a meltdown.
I'm breaking down some chocolate, not quite melting, but it might be his knees popping because he's like, oh man. Well, who's Archie get paired with?
So Archie is paired with, as I pull up a Russian name generator.
What about the major?
So, the major will pair up with Alex.
I was expecting that.
Just
I
like
was
now.
entirely expecting that.
And I figure probably the Russian woman, again, that was sent to collect Melody, is probably one of my lieutenants who also pilot the monster with me.
Have her beat up Archie in hand-to-hand training.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, that comes later.
That's where.
But as I also pull up a handout now, or make another handout for news things. Russian, crazy.
So, what's this Russian lady look like, Ivan?
She's probably good. So again, she's tall and rather lanky. She's going to and again, I'm pulling stuff out of the ether here. So Junko, if you want to intervene at any point, let me know. But otherwise, I will continue.
Yeah, you can describe a couple of your people. I'm naming them. But yeah, you can describe them.
Flaming, so probably flaming red. So flaming red hair.
Oh yeah.
Except done in military cut. So, but the most notable thing about her is that she's in probably a military tank right now for PT, and like her arms are all sorts of scarred, and she has also got a rather prodigious scar going across her forehead.
Okay.
So
I want to say before you pair me off, I mean, she's all kinds of a new level of attraction for Archie. This is something new for him. And as you're saying, we'll pair off and people start pairing, I move away from the guy who brought me in because I was like, this guy maybe. And then you say that, I think he would try, and I know this is probably not going to work. He would try to step up and pair up with her.
So he probably wants to pair up with her.
Everyone's pairing off, and you said she was tall, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's probably like a head taller than you, Lucas.
I'm counting on it. Yes.
She's taller. She's really just ripped, and you don't really see that in a lot of Destroid pilots or even Veritech pilots. They're usually a lot more. How should you say?
Lithe.
Slim, lithe, but they have some muscle on them. She has like bulging biceps.
She's a fighter, not a ranger. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm. And she sees you come. She sees you, continuously scooting over, and I'm just gonna kind of step to the right continuously until she notices, and she goes, so you want to pair off with me? So no, I will not. I've already heard the stories of you, and I will. If you do try anything, I do know how to break you in 3 different ways with just my foot.
Well, that's at least 2 more ways than I've ever been broken, and call me curious.
In that case, I guess we can pair off. And she calls over, Major, I've got the scrawny one.
Oh, be sure to not go easy on that one. He's the squadron leader. So make sure to put him through his paces.
I can do that. And, she says that she, starts cracking her knuckles.
Ooh.
I feel like you're saying she's cracking her knuckles, but it's actually the sound as she flexes in her shirt makes noise.
Yeah,
just the sound of fibers, like cloth fibers straining.
I ready him for training.
I gotta say,
it's like about to. The shirt doesn't look like it should contain those muscles, but it somehow does.
Oh, that's great. He likes it. I think if he hears these sounds, he's like, "You make beautiful music." Is that an F minor? What is that?
Yeah.
Anyway,
if you want to see music, we'll have to see how well you sing when we get to hand to hand.
Calm down, Archie. I'm saying, he's like, all right then, we'll see how hand to hand goes. And he unzips this onesie pajama all the way down and steps out of it, and he's in nothing but his briefs or his boxers, whatever is more family friendly. And because he was sleeping in a onesie, he's not going to run in that, so he's barefoot in these shorts, ready to jog with her, and that's Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, baby. I mean, ma'am.
And yeah, she technically does outrank you in all sorts of things. Or rather, she's if I remember correctly, you are rank 3. You're a sergeant, and so.
Are you talking about me?
She would outrank you. She does.
Okay.
Actually, no. You're rank 3, so you're second lieutenant.
Yeah, I'm second. Yep.
Yeah, you wrote that. I think you got promoted somewhere along the way. You just have to change that on the sheet. So yeah, no, she's about the same rank as you, but she starts you off jogging and makes sure you stay in front of her, and she stays just close enough behind you to keep you running a little bit faster every now and then.
It's the price you gotta pay.
And of course, yeah, we go over to Fayt, who one of the I'm gonna take this one, Joe. It's kind of a like stocky, smaller Russian. He's kind of got that boxer kind of look to him. He's how tall is Melody again?
Not that tall. Probably like 5'4".
He is about your height. He's the shortest among the Russians, and he is like, then he kind of walks over and goes, since she has been taken by the thin man, shall we?
Let's go.
No, he does the same thing. He lets you set the pace since you actually seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was already on my way to run anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. You're the only one actually dressed to exercise out of the group.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Keith is getting one of the more burly, rather muscular and oiled Russians. His biceps shining in the light, blinding one of the technicians.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see, and he's keeping Keith running, and Keith looks like he's about to die at any point along the entire time. And then, of course, and Captain, you're getting reports of this, of course, because there was reports of possible break-ins at the barracks, which then, upon looking at the security cameras, it was you just hear, Commander, it looks like the Fusiliers have abducted Silver Squadron.
They are 1 hour and 34 minutes behind schedule. Tell that old bastard he's got to hurry up tomorrow with them because they need to be in shape. And I said, give them an hour, not all day.
Understood, sir. I will send the message down. And, of course, eventually we'll get that message later. And, we get to Alex Matz, who I believe is being paired off with the Major.
Indeed.
Question. How vigorous and strenuous is this in comparison to a all-day concert?
Oh, this is a lot worse.
Okay.
Like
this is like the same level of stuff that like boot camp, except on maybe a little bit of Russian steroids.
Yeah,
boot camp is spread over many months to get you acclimated to the level this sounds like you start off at.
Mm-hmm. And it's definitely, just overall, it's a really hard work.
Oh, that means everyone else has the benefit, and they're doing that poorly, of having gone through boot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you got 2 weeks of boot after all the paperwork was signed. Oh, no, you didn't let him go to boot?
Boot was literally helping out around the ship. It's like, oh, we're going to build this building. Okay. What's this guy going to do? Sing? Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, Ivan would also be the kind of person who's like, we ought to take it the front. So we get to lead the entire column. So let's go.
Jog.
And I feel it's like one of those running exercises where the back group has to sprint up to the front, and then they set the pace, and everyone, it just keeps switching through. Keith struggles to get up there, but eventually he gets up there, and the pace kind of slows down.
Keith?
Of course. Yeah.
Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck.
Sorry. Him Keith. I know.
Sorry.
It's like...
Sorry, I
He secretly wants to be Keith.
Yeah.
Keith Richards? Who are you Keithing?
No, the picture I used from him is from Gundam, and the character is called Chuck Keith. But yeah, no, the workout, of course, the running exercise, it really kills all. It really does drill in for most people here that the Russians are crazy and somehow superhuman. We must find superhuman technology.
I'm having fun. Yay!
It's not drugs, it's just vodka.
And eventually, the running does drop to an end, and Chuck Keith literally falls on his face as it ends. That was a good workout. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, that was just warm up, though.
Oh, yay.
Am I able to stand up at all?
Oh, yeah, you know what?
Puking in a corner.
Give me 5d6. Just straight 5d6.
I figured I'd ask because this is just so far out of his wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm making you roll for it.
What's target number? 5?
Target number will be 5. All right. So
Can I use my mysterious element at all?
You know what? Yes, I will say that your mysterious element will tie into this from what we've talked about. You will get to re-roll your failures.
3 dice.
Yep. So you have 3 successes plus another 2. Okay, yeah, no, you're actually handling this fairly well for a musician. And the person you're paired up with, a Sergeant Skorokodova, he is a little bit surprised, and but he keeps you on pace and keeps you running.
Well, Alex is paired up with Ivan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ivan. Sorry, brain fail. I'm writing down like 5 names here. I'm getting this good, guys. Don't worry.
So good. So
Ivan's probably surprised too.
Mm-hmm.
Ivan is like, oh, okay, good.
And eventually, you guys get back to the camp. The other groups are already going through, their individual exercises. Each little squad has their own little exercise plan that they like to follow, and they occasionally mix it up. Some of them are doing deadlifts. Some of them are doing, close combat training already. Just depends on the group. So what do you got? What are you having them do?
So for our next set of exercises to make sure we are in tip-top shape, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Let's also make sure, let's go a little bit light on mountain climbers. Let's only do 200 mountain climbers. And then let's do some short sprints until everybody is done. Last one done has to do another lap around the hangar.
So until they're passed out and puking.
So,
well, if Chuck has had 4 shots of vodka, I feel like someone will be. Maybe him. Maybe
yeah.
He's probably puking already.
Yeah.
You can see him, and he's attempting to hold it down.
I look at him. I'm just like, I basically nod to him. Just like, just let it go. Like that kind of like head gesture. Like just, you'll
he's
feel
gonna
better
try to
after.
hold it. He's gonna try and hold it.
Chuck, you didn't see what I did back there? it ain't worth it, man. Don't hold it in. It's poison. Ow, ow, ow.
The Russians are poisoning us, man.
Yes, I know. It makes you feel good for a while, but not forever.
I sort of like turn my head and call back, it's your fault for needing it.
It's getting cocky.
Well,
and of course, he does, blow chunks, and everyone's like, ah.
Yep, and there's probably some money changing hands,
Right.
the clink of some cash changing hands as soon as it happens. A couple Russians, couple are swearing in Russian. It's like, why couldn't you have held it 5 more minutes?
There is still the bet though of, who's going to puke first. The scrawny musician or no, it wasn't who was going to puke first. it's going to who's going to fall over tired first, either the squadron leader or the musician. And some people are rather upset that the musician is doing so good.
I would like to think I like the money changing hands thing. Would it be possible that Archie gets a little shin passed to him because?
Oh no, you don't get any of it.
The racehorses don't get to bet.
Also, you don't speak Russian.
No, do I? No, I don't think I do.
I'm unfortunately I don't think you do.
By that time, they'd probably stopped training people to try to listen to enemy radios. Or rather, by the time you joined.
But so you guys eventually make your way all the way back, and the second half of the workout has begun, and it's whatever the major says.
Yep. So which was 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 200 mountain climbers. So
sounds oddly familiar.
And then shin sprints until the last person is done, and the last person, whoever's the last person, has to do another lap around the hangar.
I'll be the last person. I'll do it on purpose.
Mm-hmm. You want to run more?
More time spent with the woman.
I could say the lady he wants to, and he's looking around. Maybe it's part of the newfound drama that I solved. Mm-hmm. The whole losing crew members, and and maybe he's like, I want. All right, I'm gonna take the blow on this one. Let them get a rest real quick. So he loses, so he'll take the punishment, and they all get a little bit more rest for a couple minutes. A reprieve in that way, I suppose. And then yes, he and she, I'm hoping I would have gotten her name by now, will take another lap unless he goes by himself. I'm assuming she's.
So Ivan would probably raise an eyebrow a little bit because, and probably whatever stocky guy that originally paired up with Fayt, he would probably send that one with Archie.
All right. So they get switched out. It's Gigterov. I'm gonna if anyone's out there is Russian and listening to this, I am sorry for butchering your language. But Gigterov, he switches over, and he's shorter than Archibald, and he kind of looks up and he's like, I've been told to switch out that Lieutenant Zubkova is going to be switching over to your female member of your team, Melody.
Zubkova,
okay. I'm just typing them in as I'm hearing him, Mike. So feel free to correct me.
Yep. Actually, I've got a little sheet here that I've already done. The Russian crazy few.
I have to know her name. I don't care about the dudes, but.
Yep.
And
I've started writing in some names.
He's just gonna when I get switched, I'm just gonna look back at her as I'm walking away with him, getting dragged to go jog. Until we meet again, my lady, with a flourishing bow, very fine, in my boxer shorts, and then I'll turn and run.
Yeah, and she gives you a wave, and then she kind of leans over to Serenova. She goes, "He's way out of this league."
Oh, yes, I know. So, but puppy's good dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Just try not to. Just try to leave his flying arm intact. Yeah, it's got to still be able to use joystick.
Yes, I'll leave his right one okay, so he can use his joystick. And did you just catch that?
So.
But and finally the workout draws to a close, and most of Silver Squadron is doing their best impressions of a dying seal. And land, fish stuck on land. You're pretty sure one of them has at least died twice and is clinically dead. That one is Chuck. And the workout went pretty well. Due to you deciding to take the fall for the team, Lucas, you are taking 1 fatigue.
I am. I'm taking 1 fatigue.
Yep.
Okay.
You are taking 1 fatigue for taking the fall for the team and getting extra workout.
All right. Sounds legit.
No good deed goes unpunished.
True that. Where's my fatigue? Oh, come on. Every time. Is it near the stress?
Yeah, it's it's the burnout boxes. You just put an F into one of them.
The burnout?
Yeah. The little boxes you have on it.
Oh, it's on the same line as the stress, right?
Yeah, but same line as stress.
But you just, like, so I did the D for drama, and it was a, what did I do for? Is it X
F for fatigue.
What's that? Oh, F. Okay. So, but it's in the,
Yep.
it's in the
fatigue
same.
can get, fatigue will heal just by you relaxing and not doing things. You know, as it normally never does.
Okay. So I should I, since my burnout is now 7, does that mean I should have 7 stress boxes?
No, that just means that if you roll, that you can roll up to 7 dice before you start, breaking down and crying.
So still the 5 stress boxes. One has a D for drama, one has an F for fatigue, and the other 3 are blank.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got it correctly. Thank you. And I'm with this other guy. Was it what was the guy's name?
Sergeant Timurovich.
Yeah.
Definitely will not remember that. Okay, I got Zakova.
Yep. Don't worry. I got a crazy Russian piece. I've got a couple of It's in a handout now. I will actually move. It's in the handout section. I'll just put those up at the top right there. I'll probably get them their own little thing.
Danko.
And I've also written down the Silver Squadron members.
Oh no, I don't want to read it. No, why? They're like goldfish. You don't name them.
So
they're like XCOM. They're like XCOM recruits. You don't want to name them, or else they'll die faster.
If anybody's paid any attention to me doing XCOM the last couple of years, I make characters out of everybody I know, and it kills me when one of you die, and all of you have died, and I'm just like, reload. This is why I don't play Iron Man, because I'm like, Mike, no, Mike, and I reload it because I can't stand it.
So how many times has
Meanwhile, God damn it, Joe!
How many times has Mike died?
Well, I don't want to say.
Yeah, obviously
So more than a few.
Lucas. But yeah, no.
You can't play bravado in that game. It's just a mistake. Anyways, sorry. Back to you.
But it's finally the end of the workout. Everyone's finally getting a chance to go back and we pan over to the bridge. Everything's been going normal as the red giant moves closer and closer to the planet, or rather, you move. Yes, the planet moves closer to you.
Nani?
I'm so stealth. I can move planets instead of me.
But you started moving. The ship has moved closer, and it's about a day out or so before you actually make the landing. And Lisa Hayes is of course making final preparations for everything, and she, she's kind of being a little bit of a. She's kind of a little zoned out as everything's kind of going on.
Mm-hmm.
Those captain noises.
Indeed.
Yes.
Shatner noises.
Guys!
Zukov!
Yeah.
Thinking of the way he would approach it. Let me put my hat on. That help me think.
Yeah. The hat helps. It's a thinking cap.
Lieutenant Hayes,
Oh, thinking caps.
please accompany me to the ready room.
And then she kind of snaps back up. Yes, sir. And she, clicks off a few things and tells Claudia Grant to take over for a minute, and heads back out as Sammy takes over her console for a minute.
Sammy.
Oh no.
No.
Dun dun dun! Everything breaks.
You cut back to the entire bridge on fire.
Somehow we ran into Jupiter, and we were nowhere near it.
Yeah.
What about Uranus?
We've always knew that. So he'll walk into the ready room. He'll walk a couple, good, not in striking distance for a normal armed person before he'll stop, and he'll just kind of stand there as she enters his room. And once he hears the door close, he'll just he'll take his hat off and set it down on the table and go, "Lieutenant?"
Yes, sir.
"What's bothering you?"
And she kind of almost wants to say nothing, sir, and you see that on the way she's holding her face.
Oh, my turn. I haven't turned back.
Okay.
I just took the hat off and set it down.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she kind of goes, I was about to request permission when we land to head on to the Mars base to look for information as to why they stopped communicating with us.
You knew someone here then?
That mind of yours is very accurate, sir.
He picks his hat up, puts it back in his hand. Officially, I should say no. I need you on this bridge. However, you can probably guess reasons I drink as heavily as I do. And it would be very hypocritical to give you no on this answer. I will require you to be supported by Veritech, however.
Understood.
If worse were to come to worse and this facility is a danger to human life, I would want you to be able to be extracted as quickly as possible.
Understood. We were already sending Skull Squadron into the area, so one of them can probably deal with it.
Skull Squadron will be adequate. Stay away from their new guy. He seems a little handsy.
Oh, you mean the one that called me some old hag?
Hi-oh.
He said that to you, did he? Oh, I heard about that.
Over live broadcast with with Lieutenant Fokker.
Oh, I'm sure he tuned him up real well. I never got the pleasure.
Roy Fokker seems to be encouraging his attitude sometimes.
They are old friends, but it is the way of the fighters. Just ignore him, and if he ever needs a favor, dig the thumb deeply in between the soft joints.
Understood, sir.
He holds up a hand, and he does like that with his hand, like showing what he means. My girls, every time they grab a hold of me, when I do something stupid, they make sure they grab me like that. And you don't learn, but you stop, nonetheless.
Yeah, and she kind of gives you a small smile, like one that you really haven't seen before due to her very serious way she portrays herself. But she does nod and say, yes, sir.
Take a break if you need one, but we'll need you back as soon as you're feeling ready. And he'll nod his head.
And she'll give you a salute, and
I'm getting called away again.
Yeah, and she'll leave. She'll leave, and the door will close, leaving the captain alone to his own thoughts and wine. Mostly wine. But yeah, no. How is everyone spending their last day before I kill them?
I know.
No. Well, if you know so much, what are you doing, Mr. Archibald?
Oh no, I don't need to go first.
Okay.
Really?
No. I think because you've declared that you know what you want to do first, you should go first.
Well, no, that's I already
doomed yourself, sir.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, how did the end of that training day do for everybody? Like, we're just all whooped and exhausted and hand-to-hand training?
Yeah, basically everyone's whooped and exhausted. The only two that are really escaped that were you and or not you, rather.
The opposite, I hope.
No, you were the opposite. You even got the fatigue. It was so bad. But no, it was Melody Jacobs and Alex Mattis that managed to survive.
I like the lieutenant who's like sprawled in a chair in the commons, like trying to lift his head up to see Alex and Melody just kind of like walk by, like do. And he's like, oh, what, really? Oh, I don't care. You know. But then I declare, he's like, wait a minute. She'll be free now too. Shower, new burst of energy. Shave. Flowers. They have flowers. They have fake flowers. I don't even know. And then I'm going back to see the Russians, but one Russian in particular.
Oh,
I
boy.
get so broken.
So you So it's very much, you do all of this, and you're able to pick up some flowers along the way, and like a box of chocolates, because Archibald seems like the guy to get the chocolates. And you start heading back, and
no alcohol. He doesn't want to seem presumptuous. No? He is a gentleman, and people don't believe that. Yeah, you guys. I see the three of you on the bottom row laughing. This is only the 8th episode. Jeez, give him a chance. Anyways,
he can change. Yep, sure.
All right.
But
you just watch. Anyway, yeah, flowers and chocolates.
And with that, you head back to the camp. The Russians are out doing things. Everyone's kind of out doing their own thing, and some are cooking up, lunch and third breakfasts and protein shakes, that stuff.
It's mostly potatoes.
She has a girlfriend.
And you find her working on one of the 2 monsters on board the Daedalus. It's
monster.
Yep. It's it's the one that she seems to pilot along with the Major.
Okay.
So it's probably got a red paint job, like a USSR red paint job, and probably
big
a
star.
bare face. Yeah, big red star, and then the nose cone. Essentially, the nose cone art is, instead of that normal monster look, like the monster eyes on it, it's just a big roaring bear face.
Each of the guns has either a hammer or a sickle on it.
It's awesome looking. Now I'm gonna ask a question to Haruko here. Originally we had 2 monsters and the captain, total of 3. Are these 2 of those 3? Are these those 2?
Yep, this is one of those 3.
One of those 3. And well, then the Ivan has the other one though, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, this is she pilots one with Ivan because they actually require 3 people to pilot it.
Oh, 3 people to. They pilot one together. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
I know nothing. Luke knows nothing.
Jon Snow.
Archie knows more because he's trained in monsters as one of his proficiencies. So I think he'll come up with some type of smooth line because she's up there working in it, right?
Yeah, she's like one of the panels pulled apart, and she's like working on the left-handed Knut valves.
Yep, that's Greek to me. Okay, anyways, so yes, and maybe Archie too. No, he looks up at her doing that. He looks at the flowers and the chocolates in his hand. He looks up at her. Looks like he's like, and he puts them down on the table behind him. He's like, nope. And he like rolls his sleeves up, and he like starts crawling up the other end of the ladder or somewhere where she can see him. And he just says something in tech that I don't know to be like, no, not that. You want to adjust it there because it'll make it do that or whatever.
Adjust the conflambulator.
You know what? How about you roll for it?
Yeah.
How will technically engaged your character is.
Mm-hmm.
Choose your skills and see what your downfall is.
Probably will be.
Be it the Russian or a wrench.
Okay.
But
Well,
the fact that he is proficient in monster, whatever, does that give him a plus?
I will say that him being proficient in monster does give you an edge in this.
oh yeah. So on 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Fayt. All right. So man at arms because I have advanced comprehensive tactical knowledge, which means you got to know your machines in order to know what you're doing. And I want to get the max value, but I don't want to cheap it. I was like strafing run, but no.
Dazzler with technobabble. Just say one made up word after another.
I'll go.
Yeah, because remember,
I'll go.
Flash move can just be spouting words.
Okay.
But it won't be accurate all the time.
All right. Well, I'm thinking more than counter position, just to be
Alright.
not get my phase beat in. Also, just respond quickly. I put the stuff down, roll up my sleeves. I get up on the machine. So I do that with mana arms with my skilled expertise. So that would be 7.
All right. Roll your 7 dice.
All right.
You need to take a stress for that?
Nope. He actually has 7 burnout because he bought some extra burnout.
Oh, cool. Good for him.
So
It's
it was
it's
7
really
dice,
good.
target number 4.
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
Ow.
4, 5,
Wow,
6, 7.
Oh, and one last thing before we continue the session too much further, I am introducing a new role because I do love torturing you.
Oh, you say that after I roll 2 1s. Anyways.
No, don't worry. That's actually reminding me. If you roll 3 1s in a row and you do not actually get a success on the roll, I will start introducing a little bit of critical failure.
So 3 1s.
3 1 and no
or-
success.
Screwed.
3.
So technically, probability-wise speaking, very hard to get.
Yep.
Oh,
If roll 20 were actually random, which it's not.
It's not.
it's kind of.
I'll take.
It's
random in a way
random-ish.
it kills you.
I'll
Because
take.
you, I think the last time that we played, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
You should see what happens in the Turtles game.
But so
It's-
yeah, no, you
it's cruel.
get up there, and you know, you kind of lean over. You like brought over a second ladder, and you climbed up next to her, and you kind of lean over and go, no, you see that's the right-handed Knuten valve. You need to use the left-handed Knuten valve. That way you can access it through the Jeffries tube on the underside to get to that part.
That's an advanced technobabble. I'm very impressed.
That was really good, and that's what I totally say, but not me, but you speaking through my mouthpiece. That's great. Yep.
And,
those
she
work.
and she kind of looks at you and kind of stops for a second and kind of looks back at what she's doing, and then looks back at you and goes, I think you are right. What are you here for, Lieutenant?
Oh,
Just to help out on repairs?
yes, that, and to ask you when you wanted to go on our date. I know, and where you like dinner? What time? You want to go casual? You want to go Dutch? You know, I know I have some Dutch in my family, so I just wanted to be fair. Sorry. And he's like,
You know what?
I think I asked you all those questions before, but I was so out of breath and puking in that bucket, you probably didn't hear me. But I assumed you had said yes.
I believe I unfortunately only heard garble, garble, blard.
Well, that's why I came back now to see when you wanted to do those things and where.
I see. Well, we can do our dates right here and now. You can help me repair the monster.
He's like, all right, and his hands are already kind of greasy, right? He's like, never gone this direction before, but I like to try new things.
I'd call it a probationary notice.
Probation. Yes,
For you
100
free
times yes.
labor.
Yep.
And so she has you get to work, and almost every time you chime up to say something smooth and try to,
Yep.
scoot your ladder over, she like lifts your ladder up with one hand and scooches it over for you.
Oh.
And
So many things I could say.
she just has you getting back to work, and it takes a good 2-3 hours to get through this. And
I like to see, like, here's the ladders, and he has to like grab it and hop it over towards her, and then eventually she just kind of like does a smooth like pushes it back away. He's like,
he's doing like hopping it over,
Yeah.
and she's just literally grabbing it, lifting it up
mm-hmm.
slightly, and then just pushing it back over.
Huh. Nothing if he's not determined, but I think that's
You know what? I will give you a roll for trying to smooth your way in. See if you can't get past her thick Russian defenses.
Critical failure. I mean,
thank you.
You mean you bear no ill will at all? What are you talking about?
No, I'm not biased.
You'd never hope for somebody to fail.
No.
Jacobs, you
what's-
had your chance. Anyway,
Maybe I'm just
Oh.
rooting for her to succeed. Yeah, that's it.
you should be rooting for me to succeed. All right. So I think it's at the end, and he's like, well, I got to get back now. I'm sure we'll be being woken up in about 5 hours for more torture.
Oh, yes.
So I probably should go get a couple hours of sleep. But this has been lovely, and on our next date, I'm gonna pick the place because these nails that I had done, they just don't look right anymore, and I gotta be a little more gentler on them. So he's just flash move is basically like just tries to sucker a yes out of her for a date, and he'll do it with smooth method. It's not the highest roll; it's only a 5, but you know,
All right.
I think that sounds fair in character. Am I still on the edge, or am I back to normal?
You are back to normal because, well, you may be a player. This is a new type of game.
Oh,
You're going from like football to soccer.
Such a rookie.
Phrasing may be slightly poor there.
Football is soccer.
I think Mike does everything on purpose. Anyway, okay, so 5 dice at target number 5. Well, just 1 this time. I don't know if it's in my wheelhouse though. I am a hero of the people, Mike.
Not the Russian people.
But maybe not to the Russian people. I don't know.
You know what? Unfortunately, you don't make the number for another date of your choice. But she does look at you and go, well, I am always down here for a date here because work is very important these days, as you know. Try again next time.
He's just like nodding. Is just like, all right, because he didn't believe it. He's like, yep, and he stumbles over the table with the chocolate and the flowers. He's like, grabs it, puts it back. He's like, how'd these get here? I don't know. Oh, all right, see ya. And he's a little off balance, and then he just kind of stumbles his way out.
There was just one little part of me was hoping that you were still on the ladder. The ladder just started falling back.
Amazing! Yes.
Ooh.
He lands. The back of his head hits the chocolate. It's covered in chocolate.
I wanted Ivan to kick it out from under.
No,
Well,
I like the ladder falling and the chocolate scattering. I mean, at least it's comical.
Yeah, it scatters, and she like kind of slides down the ladder to check on you because she's not horribly mean. She's just you're like a small puppy trying to get up close to a larger dog.
That works for me.
Cougar.
I was attempting to avoid that one, but no, she walks over and she picks up one of the pieces of chocolate that fell on your uniform and eats it and gives you a wave before.
Oh snap! That just every chocolate's worth 1,000 words. So he's on cloud 9 as I think he leaves. Oh yeah, Frost Shaker. I did a little better. Well, I bet he thinks Archie's just
getting into those diplomatic relations.
Archie takes that as a win, and I think I'll skip out of the scene. And Mike, am I making a drama?
Yes, we can make that drama that you wanted. If you would like to announce what it is.
What's that?
Would you like to announce what your new drama is?
I don't know how to say it, but I guess winning the heart of my new Russian girlfriend, Zakova. Winning the heart of Zakova.
All right.
Or I don't know, maybe that's too deep.
Yeah, no, that'll work.
Oh boy,
It sounds cheesy enough for him.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think I can do cheesier. Give me a second.
Please go. I did my.
Melting the icy heart.
No, melting.
Wow, we just upgraded from like mild cheddar to the fine aged white cheddar.
All right.
I could do better, but that's all I got at short notice.
Nope, I'm putting that. I'm putting
space,
What'd you say, Jacobs?
But it doesn't have anything about Russia, though.
Who cares?
No need to rush love.
Oh. Didn't.
I like that one.
Only fools rush in.
Oh. Damn it! I want that one. All right, I'm gonna do some typing. I'm taking these into consideration. Type them all out if I remember them. Anyways, that's me. I'm done.
But I'm actually going to skip to the next day just so we get a little bit into the combat today, because you guys are not as important as him. I hate you all. Ooh.
Man, I was gonna write a song too.
I don't know. You can roll to write a song in the background. I just want to get us over into the combat, so we're not
It's
too far
fighting
behind
time.
schedule.
It's fighting time.
Yes, because we've had so much fun with you guys attempting to interact like normal people. Oh, some of you attempting to.
It's PTSD time again. Hooray!
I mean, it was very normal for me.
Yep, but
Ivan
PTSD,
just sad in the
unfortunately,
background that no one wants to be his friend.
That's fine. I already have plenty of friends. It's called my entire unit.
But it gets to that point. It's about noonish the next day, and up on the bridge, everyone's basically at ready stations. Everyone's in their Veritechs and Destroids.
Hashin, stand by.
Yeah. And the captain is looking down as looking out as the SDF-1's landing, and he Lisa Hayes is up on the bridge. Touchdown in 3, 2, 1, and then the landing legs kind of sink into the ground and hold the SDF-1 up. SDF-1 has landed, sir, and we are opening the Daedalus and Prometheus to let the Destroids and Veritechs out along with the supply convoys.
Very well. Get yourself onto your mission readiness status as well, and prepare. Once you're off, we'll prepare for liftoff to support you from the air as well.
Understood. And she gives a salute and heads on out. And the rest of you guys are, allowed to look at this nice new area next to the ship that I have carefully handcrafted with a map and a couple of tokens. The rest of you will have to drop your tokens on down here, because I was having some problems dropping your tokens onto the map.
Do I need to put my profile through a token maker for you real quick?
If you want to. And Lucas, that one's a good one because then you can modify that weapon perk with a couple of the other choices next to it, like long range or sniper.
Okay. Oh. Bless you. Okay, yeah, I'm still trying to. I might have to talk with you.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Okay.
If you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll try to end the
get better,
session
would
nice and even at 10.
I can go longer. I'm just fucking sick.
Yeah. I'll try to.
I place me.
You are?
You you place your. Okay, you're fine there. I'll let you do that since you haven't gotten to put your token down.
Okay, I am
you
about
stole
to
my
upload
token.
the new token for Nathan. Just going to be face. One more. Oh, can I not upload that?
Are we?
Oh, and,
are we being called to go out too?
What was that? Sorry.
Are we being called to go out too? You're sending us.
Yeah, no. You guys have been assigned your duty station. You're basically standing and waiting around, next to the SDF-1. You guys are kind of like the last guard position and the reactionary force.
And Skull Squadron, were they going out ahead then? Is that?
Yep. Skull Squadron has been sent out ahead to the actual Mars base Sarah.
Presumably with some strange atmospheric, almost passenger plane.
Yep. A whole bunch of supply trucks and supply vehicles, destroys from a couple of the other units. It's really a full ship movement due to the fact that you guys need whatever supplies you can scrounge from this place.
We're taking their shit.
Yep.
Hey, Mars.
If they're there, they're gonna come with us. If not, we're gonna take all the shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in Guardian form. I feel like
Probably probably we're all in Guardian form, I'd guess, just because that's
Yeah, either Guardian form or Battleaid form.
Your squad is standing around going, "We're guards. We're guards."
though.
We're guarding.
Oh my god! So you just made me remember that one scene, biggest dickus. What's so funny about biggest dickus?
He is my oldest friend.
I don't know why I thought of that, but I did. I had to share.
And I actually need to grab a token from Melody.
I think usually with a scalpel, but sometimes the scalpel needs to be sharpened, so it's nice to sit back. I'm trying to let it be okay that Skull Squadron's gone out ahead, because that's another drama. You don't have time working on it. It's just like, oh, do I want to be out there? But then like remembering the people that died, like maybe it's good that we're just kind of relaxed for a minute.
Would it be fair to say that since I am not completely over that drama, I am glad we're not out there on the front lines?
Oh yeah, you're probably happy as could be that you're not actually out there in case the enemy attacks. You're next to the SDF-1. That's got a lot of big guns that can shoot things for you.
Yep.
Those two out there, and then
You get some
to represent your destroyed unit, I will be throwing down. Where is
destroyers
it?
are out there too, you know. We just gotta fly.
Do you need me to also maybe throw some destroids through a token maker as well, or?
Nope, I got images for them. Nice images. Thanks again, once again, to SMG Games Jeff for allowing me to use their official artwork for this. And so you have two units over here. They're as I scroll
Spartans?
back. I actually have the list here. What it is?
Oh, I see you using the nice token maker. I know that one actually.
Yes, anyone who runs D&D should know of that token maker.
So for yours, it's 4 destroyed Spartans and 2 Tomahawks.
Okay.
And I believe I uploaded. I got the wrong tool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use the Tomahawk ones because those are the ones that I've already uploaded because I am totally prepared all the time. Trust me, I am prepared for everything. But yeah, no. So you guys are basically just sitting around for like about 45 minutes or so, and you guys eventually, see 2 Cat's Eye recon planes take off from the SDF-1. They're big AWACS dishes already spinning up once they get into the
One
air.
of them is Russian and named Okanieva.
Yep, yes it is.
Sky Eye in your language.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
I'd imagine that one's probably sending dual feed, one direct to probably SDF Intel, and then probably one to my destroyed, in particular for real-time
unfortunately,
update.
these ones are kind of not in the area for you guys. They're more scanning the area around. They're paying attention to the area directly around Mars Base Sarah, which is it's the missile base, or it's rather the base that you guys have landed at. It looks fairly intact on that mark though, so it looked maybe the Centrality haven't gotten here yet. And so you guys have a minute or two to kind of just interact and talk.
Kick him back, like. I think if Archie's comms are open, he's like way mellow, and he's probably just humming, not paying attention to anybody.
I'm actually humming as well, but if anybody's looking at the vid feed, they can see me looking at some sheet music. Basically, school lined paper. It's basically on that.
Whatever I was humming, if I see you, I would start trying to hum what you're humming, especially if it sounds good. Be like,
see, I've actually picked something up for this.
Oh.
I think Michael
that?
know it. It is Zeta. It's basically an instrumental version of Zeta Gundam's second opening.
Oh.
And I can post that in the Discord if anybody actually wants to know what that sounds like.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it later. But right now, I'll pretend I'm like, Jacobs, you hearing this? What do you think? Nice, isn't it? Come on, Jacobs. Yeah. Jacobs. I haven't bothered you in like 3 days. Haven't you worried that I'm like fatally wounded or something?
Oh, I was hoping you were dead.
Dead to you, I already know that. Anyway, Alex, nice tunes. I don't.
It's actually a lot more chill than most of the music he usually plays.
And being in chill mode, I think he's liking that. He's like, we should play this.
And so, is there anything any of you guys are, doing besides just kind of shooting the shit, Captain? I imagine the captain's kind of just staring out the window at them, going, "Wonder if one of them will explode before the enemy gets here."
No, he's more analytical than that. He would have bets at odds. Stuff like that.
Yeah, spreadsheets and statistics.
You know, probably looking at things like Mars-based Sarah's expected supplies and what.
Actually, I think he would just be scanning constantly, just because he's like paranoid a little bit because they keep showing up. It's not truly paranoia when they keep showing up.
It's almost as if they're following us. I wonder why.
But unfortunately, the getting scans here around the Mars-based area is fairly difficult, and that's why the cat's eyes have been launched, due to a fairly large bowl shape followed by a cliff afterwards.
True. It was a natural depression. Plus, they built into it and built it deeper.
Mm-hmm. Ivan's probably communicating with the destroids in Russian just to make sure that we're running, like, he's like essentially just saying keep checking perimeter and issuing like, hey, check back every 10 minutes or so. And if it twitches, I want to know about it, kind of situation, just to keep the destroids going before then he'll probably try to ping a comm over to Archie.
You guys basically share. You two specifically have a through comm to each other.
Archie Val. So, you guys keeping an eye out over there?
Oh yeah. Coast clear over there. Then I look over there, and it's over there. It's clear. And, yeah. It's like there's music going on. And he's sorry, go ahead.
So, yeah, like Ivan is gonna be like a little less amused to hear the music in the background.
Well, it's not actually music. It's just humming.
Humming. Granted, I'm not on a comm with Alex. I'm on a comm with Archie, so I'm probably hearing it come from the, like, Archie's probably got Silver Squadron coming through his normal speakers while I'm...
It sounds much better in person, trust me.
So, yeah. But, so, how much you remember for combined arms tactics?
I don't know. You asking Archie? I don't know. I don't know as Lucas how much we learned. Are you talking about like my experience overall, or when we just did the other day?
Just the experience overall, because again, I've been still trying to sound all you guys out to figure out what you guys know.
You're talking about just combat tactics in general?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to respond to that in militant form. Basically, maybe I should talk like a civilian, because I am one. Basically, we go out there, we surround the enemy, destroy them, come back heroes. If you want more time, I can get into some detail, but I guess we have more time, don't we? Jacobs, do you have anything to add to that? Chuck?
And as of course you say, well, we have plenty of time. We switch over to the captain
as Chuck flounders.
Yeah, as Chuck flounders, and it's just, well, no, Chuck is explaining it like perfectly, because it's the only way to keep Archibald alive is by knowing what to do. But as we switch over to the captain, Captain, we've got a report from Katsai Okanieba of a disturbance over in subsector 3.
Define disturbance.
Possible explosion. It's redirecting over to get a better scan in the area.
Keep it at extreme range from the explosion area. We don't know if that could have been caused by our presence or by something else's presence. We need those birds staying in the air. We don't need them to disappear on us.
Understood, sir. I'll have them sweep around the area and try to get better scans of it. And it takes a little bit longer, but suddenly out from the crags around the area of where the ship has been resting, along with Mars-based Sarah contact. Like you can actually see that everyone can actually see this contact start popping up all across the radar. Hundreds of them everywhere, all around the basin areas. They pop up around the cliff and.
Huska. Break contacts live on radar.
And I get to now reveal all of these that I've been waiting to show you.
Uh-oh. I feel like that should transition here.
Question: is that also where the Mars base is? Because otherwise, that's not going to last very long. It's not.
No. The Mars base is out that way.
That way?
Yeah, it's out that way. It's farther out that way. They basically parked it so that way the Daedalus and Prometheus could open up and let out the truck, so they could just drive straight there and straight back without having to go around.
It's almost all of them, folks. I can't quite.
Yeah,
guess.
this
I
is
didn't
basically
see your
a
initial
bridge
ping,
that was.
so it made no sense to me what you said when you said this way. I'm just
Oh,
like,
sorry.
this way, all right.
I was on the wrong tile. This way.
Okay.
Yeah, Mars base Sarah is that way. This was a somewhat nearby cliff that you guys could see. But it was.
They've got the high ground, Luke.
Yes, they have the high ground. And there's a lot of them, as you can see. Each one of these is, well, of course, an individual unit. And,
Oh no, Anakin. Oh no, right?
And it's over at Bananakin. I have the high ground.
And, it's at this point, unfortunately,
There go your limbs.
you guys have been caught with your pants down due to an amazing tactician's plans.
Creed!
Yes, wait, wrong
My
series.
pants were caught down with the P.
Your pants are.
the
You're almost
PT.
always caught with your pants down, my dude.
Yeah.
But
And
not
so,
here. Maybe.
the enemy battle pods will get the first move.
There's a lot of moving.
Oh yeah.
Husk.
And battle pods are.
Chuck starts to explain it perfectly, and like we have all the time, like, and we'll actually talk about it if we all live. Silver Squad, you know the drill.
Thermo.
Alex,
Thermo.
Alex, turn that mellow crap off. Give me Danger Zone right now. Let's go. Something like that.
And I'm just
The problem is you can't switch because I don't have a guitar. I'm just playing off of a tape.
Don't care. Hey, that's you're the.
There's an
bard.
easy way for me to. Well, not easy, but there's a way for me to solve this that is super Macross.
That's
Dan knows about it. Not sorry, Dan. Mike.
Wow, I'm getting referred to as Dan now. Great.
I'm sorry.
Captain RM. Yeah. I mean,
As all of these pods start moving in, and they're going to be starting to shoot at you because, of course, they get the drop on you.
oh no, I won't. No, I know what I want for my stinger points. The armor. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I'll allow it since you were still deciding.
I think I'm going offense.
Okay. So,
I'm
Yeah,
intending to
these guys
save my stinger points for something later along the line.
but of course, because they do get the jump on you, they do get one round of shooting you. Luckily, they're not just shooting you guys because they have other destroyers and stuff to shoot. Like all of those Russians. Man, those Russians are such great meat shields, aren't they?
I never thought I would be so glad that they were here with us, as to take the shots.
Those Russians.
Those wacky Russians.
Rasputin.
Lover of the Russian Queen. There was a guy who really got down.
No, wait, those are D10s, not D6s. I did this earlier too on my other game.
I'll let you roll the D10s if we get to roll the D10s.
No.
It
Alright,
may not
so-
help as much as you think.
It doesn't matter.
I'll take him.
Let me see, and now I need to check this stuff.
Okay.
They all missed the end. We'll be right back. Robocross.
Last time on missing people with guts.
I'm assuming I still came out in, VF1A this time, right?
Yep. So.
I'm not in this battle apparently.
Oh no, I just needed your token.
No clue.
Oh, then just drop. Can you just drop your picture onto the map?
I tried it.
It didn't work.
Roll20 does that
Ah, there you go.
sometimes.
Okay.
Okay, there you
here
go.
I am.
Sometimes you can't have the sheet open.
I
and
really
then
have-
do it. And
I have no idea how it works, honestly.
Yep, I'll just.
I'm already on there, thankfully.
Yep.
Yeah. Some of us just has more experience with Roll20 shenanigans than others.
See, and I didn't know how to do it, but I tried it and it didn't do it at first. But now it does. So I have no clue.
All right, and so now, let me see, where was I in all of that killing you? Yeah, right here. Oh wow. That's
Chuck
Dermo.
Burns, if you could just please move your Veritech just right about in front of me, right here. Perfect.
just scooch up one range increment closer than I am.
Like if you could just take this bullet for me, I'd be.
Did you get that -1 to damage in attacks versus my +2 to damage?
yeah. But so we start out the phase with these nice little recon pods, and they immediately send out pings, and it's definitely not great. They will split their dice pool half into observing you and half into providing extra dice. So,
Ooh,
and so we will now just go down the line as
naughty.
let's see, that first group right here. The first group who was targeting this group over here was targeting these two groups of destroids and failed horribly at shooting them, spraying shots wildly around.
Yeah.
Luckily, the destroids, any shot that do hit, bounce off the armor and go flying off into different directions. This group here got a little bit luckier. They split up their successes across Melody Jacobs and Ivan Zernova, which leaves you guys taking no damage because they put two hits onto Melody and 3 hits onto Zernova, which is soaked by your armor. But it does rattle your cages a little bit.
They shoot like conscripts.
This group right here,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, got a little bit better and has some extra successes.
Is that the Archie, Burns, and Matt's grouping?
Yep.
We're in together,
Archie
fellas.
Burns.
And
like
it's
some sort of
going to hit.
disease. Archie
The
Burns.
extra point of damage is going to hit Archibald, as
Ouch.
all 3 of you take 2 points of damage, except Archibald, you take 3 points of damage.
Which means
As
it gets
they
to his.
Yep, which means 1 point of damage gets through your armor, and will hit something, depending on where you want to put it.
I've never taken damage before, so I'm not really sure. I'm down under my armor and structure.
Yep. So you cannot. So things you can do is you can take the point of damage to permanently reduce your armor. You can assign it to one of your hardware suites,
Oh, that's right.
which permanently removes that hardware suite until the next engagement, or rather until you can actually get it repaired.
Gotcha. Yep.
Or you can take it to your structure. You can take it to your systems also, which will then reduce the efficiency of them. So, like if you have sensors and you take or thrusts, and you take a hit to your thrust, it'll move down to hindrance. So if you're trying to like maneuver around, you're not going to have as good of a time. Or you can put to structure, which is your actual mecha HP.
That's probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Sensors are to see where my targets are. Targeting is how I'm aiming back, and thrusts are my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I would move down to hindrance if I took a point in one of those.
Yep.
I think. I know there's sensors all over the plane, but I think the shell really rocks a certain area up near where he's looking out, and I think he's going to take a shot to the sensors.
All right. So one of the laser shots comes in and it blasts off the left side of your Veritech's head. Your sensor's operating at half efficiency now as your main camera also starts to fizzle out, but luckily your backup cameras manage to take up the work from it.
Okay.
And of course, this group is shooting your wingmen.
I'm partially blind, guys. Go on the defensive. Let's go.
That group, this group fires at these guys and does absolutely nothing. And that is their action this turn. And it's your turn, guys. You guys have all been basically caught down as these forces literally leaped up over the barrier between you guys and started spraying down into you as they landed.
That's awesome.
But now all of these targets are clearly visible now to us.
Yes. As far as you know, all of these guys are clearly visible. So I will now start the communication phase. And since this is your first time here, we get to explain the phases. So first phase is the communication phase. You guys get to meta talk it out on what you're doing for about 2-3 minutes.
All right.
Sorry.
I definitely think the Destroids need to go forward a little bit to maybe draw some fire. If I fire off some bombard shots, they're blast 10, which I'm assuming we're on ground scale, correct?
Yep, I need to find the actual scale on ground scale.
Ground scale is 10 meters to 1 square, I think.
Well, well, hold on. Let's look at the size of the SDF one.
Okay, the SDF one is not to scale.
Okay.
Yeah. Never go out the
not all
SDF1
art.
pictures.
Not all art ends up to scale. 10 meters is 1 ground unit.
All right.
Because the monster's speed is 50 meters, so which is 5 ground units.
All right. Yeah. So it has a plus 10 meters, so it'll at least hit and can hit a couple guys around it. Of course, if you do good, if you do flub your dice roll, then that won't matter because it'll go like wide or something.
Well, there's a lot of them there. Maybe it'll hit one of them.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm not sure whether or not Alex can actually fight right now or not, because the drama has not been resolved. So I'm going to try to avoid that and instead just sort of try to back you guys up with some, normal singing and stuff. But I don't have a line to the Destroids, right?
You do not have a direct line to the Destroids. You have a line to your superior officer Archibald, who has a line to Surinova.
Is there enough air for the speakers to get the sound to the Destroids? External speakers? Because I don't know if Mars is terraformed or not. Or, terraformed or not.
I don't think it's terraformed enough, but I will say that you can hear sound on Mars because of the wind and all that.
All right. Well, then
I will say that you can do that.
I will use Inspire to buff everyone, and sort of, how is this affecting me so much that I can't, actually do anything else, or am I fine? I think
you don't feel like you want to shoot these things because they're still people in your mind. They're still
Okay, then I will be spending one action inspiring and the other action just singing in order to assist everyone else.
All right, Capitan.
Yes. I'm going to start off with supporting, and I'm going to scan. Surprise.
We don't have any pew pews from the SDF one that can.
There are gunners who are going to be doing things because I've decided to kind of. Basically, I'm going to give the SDF one just a couple of gunnery crews who are going to be continuously rolling.
Yeah,
they're not going to.
But as a command from me, I could command them to use the weapons that are the equivalent to ones you have, but I don't have skills and special powers and equipment for that. I have really amazingly good scanning equipment, however, and I can give you all a pool of bonus dice to play with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick to my talent, and then we'll play shenanigans. It's usually about round 2 or 3 is when I have to pull out some shenanigans instead of I scan. Because basically my first scan of the match, I can do a targeted scan. Like I can say, I want to scan these type of pods for weak points. And then I flip my talent, and then it's all pods in the area of the battlefield all get scanned, so you get an edge for attacking them.
But,
That's my plan if it succeeds.
All right. And so then I will pass. Then Lucas, what would you like to do?
So scanning. You got the desk toys are stepping out front. Soak some damage. Alex is gonna start inspiring, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just yell like defensive maneuver or evasive maneuver, right? Just to get up and out of the way. And
Here's a little push.
It's
a
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Unless it's at the sandwich stand, then it's a wrap. Wraps.
Calamari wrap.
Archie hungry. I think I'm gonna have to go into some blast mode. I'm still looking at the stinger stuff, and I can't decide yet. So I'm just gonna say I'm saving my points for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just have
So you're gonna go. So you started blasting.
Yeah, but definitely I'm gonna be evasive myself, and I like to charge into battle. But there's a lot of these guys, and
Oh yeah.
he may be kind of a.
And just so you guys know, these are like individual swarms. I just decided to display them in a more serious looking way.
No, I like it. I prefer that. Where is? But as we take off, though, I wanted to ask you, where is Skull Squadron at this time?
They're still at Mars Base, sir, which you see is basically surrounded on all sides and taking a massive pounding.
Just like us.
Yeah.
All right, but how far away are they from us?
They're far enough away that they're stuck there, and you're stuck here.
And we're stuck here. Okay. So yeah, we just got to worry about ourselves then.
It's close enough you can see it. Far enough away the GM is saying no, you can't go help or ask for help from them.
I just go fly there. It's safe.
No. They shoot you dead. No.
Oh, it's safe. It's safe. You just have to surrender and give up.
Who's got the circle, the blue circle token? Is that Ivan?
That's me. That's Ivan.
Okay.
I also posted the token maker in Discord.
I got it. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I just tell like Jacobs, Matt's, like, you know, basically bank left to Ivan's side, and then I'm like Burns, you and me, and we bank to the right. So we kind of just a split and kind of team up in these two groups, and then kind of. So I would be moving somewhere like over here with hopefully with Burns, and then shooting up and try to a little bit of flanking on this outside group to push them in the middle between us.
Which way did you want this group of fighters going over this way?
Yeah, just like shift over with them, and then to help push all the bad guys towards the middle. And that way we basically opened up, they come in the middle, and SDF-1 can blast right down there or something like that.
Hopefully I can at least manage that.
Do you want these guys going left or?
Is that my guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are both Silver Squad guys.
Okay, I'm looking at. I thought they were Destoids. Duh, they're our guys. Destoids are over here. They would go with us.
Okay.
Yep. So like the four of us could be over here, or try to get over here and try to shoot them up this way in an angle.
Yep. So they'll kind of move up this way a little bit.
I think. Would you say
on your wing.
I had like 10 movement or something like that?
You have 10 space units. This is ground units now. Which
okay, so somewhere like there, I think would be okay. Or like there.
Speed. You have 4 ground unit speed. Or actually, you're in Guardian mode, so yeah, you have 4 speed.
4 speed. Oh, okay. So not very fast.
Yeah. On the ground, you're a little bit slow. You're fairly slower.
Okay, so 4. So like there. Whoops.
Yep, about there.
All right.
All right, so everybody move forward 4 clicks on the board so I can move my token 4.
No.
You big giant token.
So upon hearing that, you know, have you tried to launch the SDF-1 at all? Like try to get us up in the air or no?
I was going to, but then all this happened. So it's like, kind of got to wait for the trucks now because they might be wanting to come back at a.
Yeah, we have ground-based forces.
So it's no longer quite the convenient idea. Just air support with the big ship.
That sucks.
And I'm also not turning off either the anti-grav or the conventional engines. They're not busting my ship again because they did that in the wrong order. It's basically a hot landing, but he's just holding it there. He's just sitting.
Okay, so do we use communication phase for movement as well?
You guys can start kind of moving a little bit. I will give you control of your destroids once it lets me.
So I think Jacobs and I are going this way.
Yeah.
Drop tomahawk speed.
Controlled by.
We have a speed of 4. Are we allowed to move diagonally?
Yeah. Okay, your 2 destroids should be controlled by you, Ivan. And Archibald, now I can give you control of your fighters.
So just to clarify once again, so it's essentially each one. So the complement is 4 Spartans and 1 tomahawk. So I'm assuming that's split halfway between each one of these tokens.
It is, once I find it again, of course, I just lost it. Each one of these is a destroyed assault lance, which is 4 Spartans and 2 tomahawks.
Okay, which they are speedy. They go 20 ground units.
Let me actually go back because I might actually be misunderstanding ground to space. Just give me 1 minute. You can move your guys.
Okay. So. All right. And then does anyone know what medium range normally is off the top of their head?
Medium range is 6 to 12 units.
Okay,
no,
so
ground range. Sorry, 6 to 12 units.
Okay, so you were reading it wrong. For Guardian, it's 4 space units.
Okay, so how does that?
It looks like it says 2 km.
Yep. I'm just trying to figure out how that converts to ground units.
A lot.
Yeah.
Because,
you guys.
So
because each unit is 10 meters. 200.
20?
No, 200.
Or 200 squares right now for us?
Because we're in ground units, and each ground unit is 10 meters, I believe. Let me
Are
check.
you talking about us as ground units or
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Because we are in Guardian form, which has a thing on the ground of 2 km, which is, if I'm reading this right,
2 kilometers, right?
yeah, which is
Which 200. That does make things a little bit weird, but yeah, it does give you guys.
That means if we get to move more, I'd like to move like more up here and like really.
Yeah, it does kind of make things weird, but
yeah, I think legitimately, other than the SDF one, which is currently grounded, I am literally the slowest thing on the field right now.
so we might as well be basically up in their faces if we felt like it.
Yeah, I still wanted to push them inward, so like funnel them in. But I would say like.
So do you want us to like actually get over this far right here then, or no?
If you can, I know it's kind of the edge of the map. However we want to work it. I mean, you guys do.
We definitely.
If you send them up there and they can deal with the sensor pods, that would help.
I had thought about that in the beginning, and I totally forgot about it.
That sounds like a plan, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Blast them a line to the sensor, and we'll distract over here. So I got the majority, but you two can fly in, or at least Jacob.
So
can.
I guess
Jacob's a nice pilot. She got it, and Alex just keeps her alive.
So I guess we're headed up here then. Or, I think that's the idea. If I'm reading,
There's what?
remembering.
2 sensors. There's one right here, and one right here.
Yep.
Well, shoot. Maybe we should all be going for it. I totally forgot about them. Still in the meta. Here. I'm gonna move.
You can move pretty much anywhere on the map that you want.
As long as Mike's good with that. Like, Mike, are you okay with us having more movement or working? Because I know it's a smaller battlefield.
Unless you would like to state otherwise that this is at a different scale.
Yeah, it's whatever works best, man. I don't want to assume anything.
Because a space unit is what? 500 meters.
Yeah. So that is it is a little bit weird but for now we'll kind of go with it.
Okay.
you want, like, set it right now, say, hey, it's like 10 or something. So
You did say it earlier.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just kind of comparing it to that, to like the tomahawk and that stuff. Yeah, no, that's fine. You guys can kind of move as you need to.
Okay.
What's that?
Because I was like, hold on, tomahawk moving like 5 times faster than a guardian. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me see something. And I checked.
Well,
Yeah,
it says right there on its thing, it's 120 kilometers per hour or 200 meters, 20 ground units, 5 space units. It's got all of that listed on a Tomahawk.
Yep.
It's got all the speeds.
So
The problem is it'd be easier if they just listed ground units, space units.
It does. They're
Yeah,
at the
on
end.
the Tomahawk,
20 ground units, 5 space units.
No, as a overall overview.
Because it doesn't do that on the Valkyrie. It just says 1,200 kilometers per hour, 2 kilometers,
Mhm.
and then space units. Because I don't think they ever expected us to be using them on the ground.
4 kilometers. Right there.
Mike,
Right before that. 4 kilometers.
Mike, I'll ask a couple. So
Okay,
we can move where we want. Are you saying?
yeah, you guys, you're pretty fast. You guys can move where you want.
Okay.
These things are a lot slower than what you guys
Planes
are.
in flight don't move
Second
at the
question.
same rate as things on
Oh,
the ground.
oh wait. I want to know: do the sensors stand out, and do we know what they are? I mean, is it something that would be an obvious, important target?
They're kind of in the back there, so if someone were to scan it, I would allow you guys to go after. I would allow you guys to kind of pinpoint those guys are the sensors, kind of thing.
I would
There's a lot of
say,
dudes out here.
barring what colors comes back with, if he does, I might have a different. I might be like, let's go get those things and drive beeline right down the center and blast them, as opposed to going on the outside. But I guess it would depend on what information we got, if any.
Yeah. So, Captain Colors, if you'd like to roll for scanning.
If that's something that the captain is looking for, unless it's dependent.
So I guess support phase maybe now,
Yeah,
or
so it'll be the support phase. Support phase is for observe actions and assist actions.
So I'll stick to the original. Let's sweep around the outside if we don't learn anything. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, really? Let's take those out so they have less eyes on the ground.
If nothing else, it means you guys are in the back line.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you'll be definitely messing their JoJo up.
But,
yeah, that thing. Yep. That JoJo.
But yeah, Mr. Soundwavesghost, we shall start off with you because I think you're the only one that's declaring a support action.
all my stuff is support actions.
Okay, so which one do you want to go first?
I'll go first so I can give an edge. So, over the speakers this time, there is no way to block it. Singing and music. And because this is a different song now, is there room in the cockpit for a small guitar or something?
You can have a ukulele.
Ukulele.
Because
Over
it's
the rainbow starts playing.
so it's
Unfortunately, unlike Macross 7, this Valkyrie does not have several extra feet of leg room.
yep. So this is Encounter from Encounters in Space.
All right.
And so my first is just going to be Inspire, everyone gets an edge, and my second one is going to be using star quality to try to give people extra successes.
All right.
That sounds
And I-
nice.
And
Very
because I
nice.
think I only get to use one skill for this because I'm already using a different action for Inspire. I think.
Correct. Yep, that is correct.
All right. So everybody on our side, everybody can hear it, frankly. And then, would this be in my wheelhouse as an entertainer?
Yeah, I'd say this will.
4
That's
dice.
good.
Target number 4.
So I was gonna get the edge of 4 for their next roll, or
Mhm.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
3 successes.
All right, so you provide 3 free successes for anyone to steal from, and as you start blasting music from your mecha,
Can
for
those be?
literally everyone to hear.
Can those successes be used post roll?
Yes,
Yeah.
they can.
Okay,
And I will also post what this is.
that's good. Thank you, performer Alex Matz.
And then we go to Soundwavesghost.
He will not be rolling himself. He'll be ordering his crack team, so that way they have advantage.
I'm obviously
on this
using
roll.
the English cover version of this by Andrew W.K.
Nice. But, roll it then. So 3 with a 6, so 4 successes. Actually, no. You'd have advantage on this because you already had edge.
Yep.
So you
that's
actually have 5
3,
successes.
3.
5 successes, nice.
And I would like to play into my analyst disposition to re-roll those ones that didn't have successes.
All right, so that's 2 dice.
I'll just roll the. That was 2 dice on 4 ups. 2 dice on 4s. Oh, that's even worse. Nothing extra. All right. But
All right.
I will then use my talent to flip this from a targeted scan of 1 pod to all pods.
Mm-hmm.
So now everyone has 2 edges to attack all of these pods that are not the scouts.
Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot to. It was in my element. I forgot to re-roll the misses.
Okay. Re-roll your 2 dice then.
So do we have 2 edges and we stack them and we have like 3 and better?
You become advantage.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you have advantage. So you hits on 4, and then 5 and 6 is double now.
Okay, so
That's 4 successes.
no, that's
That's
no, that's 5 successes total because that's only 2. Those were not 6s, so they don't explode.
His didn't explode because he didn't. He gave my character an edge, but my crack team gives me an edge to when I order them to roll.
But those stack and give him an overall advantage. So 5s and 6 explode for him.
But then I create a edge for everybody to use, so you now get advantage on this round.
But with those re-rolls, though, with the 2 5s, that means total in the bank is...
We have 5 successes to pull from.
5 successes
Yeah.
to pull from.
Correct.
Okay. I'm learning, guys.
Technically, I still have 1 action, and I didn't remember that it only takes 1 to talk. So I will roll some sort of attack roll whenever it comes boom boom phase.
All right. So we'll just be we'll finish up this round, guys, and then we'll call it a night for now, since that at least has us into the combat. And so we switch over to combat, and where do you got the death droids are rolling their own thing. I'm rolling for them. Don't worry.
Okay. So
Did the other Valkyrie teams not move at all? You know, these guys?
No, I'm going to be moving them here.
Oh, sorry, I was typing there.
But
I would say for the scan thing, do we get to know via the captain?
Yeah, I'd say that you guys are able to scan basically just about everything, and you guys do understand that those are some scanning units in the back, and you also do understand that behind them are a lot more things. Hint, there might be reinforcements.
Okay, so for this phase, it's attack, defend.
Yep. So basically, what you do is you decide your dice pool with your 2 skills that you choose. If you want to go full into this phase, and you combine the dice pools as long as it doesn't go over your burnout. Use any equipment suites you want, and then from there you roll it and see what successes you get, and then you can assign those successes to attacking and defending. I do recommend since this time you guys got dropped on, you don't have to worry about defending because they've already shot you.
Mm-hmm.
But they do get defense because, well, you're shooting after them.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to use both of my actions to do attack.
Mm-hmm.
Then. Specifically, I am going to shoot one of my big cannons. I'm not going to use my bombard suite. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm going to need to save the shotgun for something bigger. But I'm going to target this pod right here.
Alright.
Like I'm aiming for the center of the cluster, and it does have a blast of 10.
Yep. So you'll be able to at least splash into the squares next to it.
Okay, so let's see here. But and I am trying to lean into my element as an exemplar. I'm trying to lead from the front.
All right.
Here without fear, and trying to. It's like, hey, watch this! Look how many I can make disappear. Kind of moments.
All right. Yep. So you have you do have advantage. So you hit on 4s, and then 5s and 6s explode.
Okay, 5s and 6s explode. And I will be the 2 skills I am going to use for this is going to be my man at arms.
Good.
And then I am also going to involve counter position.
All right.
So keeping an eye on where they're going and making adjustments which gives me 7 dice.
All right.
So give me just a second. I'm copying what everybody else has been doing here.
We can help you set up a macro at some point.
Yep, probably for next time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the correct key because it's like the greater than is not a key. So greater than 4.
Yep.
Because of song.
1, 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8 successes, which is very good, and it ignores 2 armor.
It's 8 successes.
Yep, and then
Is that only 6?
6. I have 6.
You got 4
Or
successes,
just
but
explode.
2 were
No,
criticals. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Because he has advantage, 5s and 6s count as
explode, right.
doubles.
He has song and the scan.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Yep, and then as a note on the cannons, they ignore 2 points of target armor to start with.
Yep.
Ooh.
These guys only have 1 armor. They did have some defense dice.
I'm gonna guess.
So 8. So
How many did you hit?
That entire pod, this entire pod, is like this entire block of 9.
This one right here.
Blap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 9.
unfortunately, you do not kill them all.
Oh.
What a shame.
You do.
6. You get 6. I'm gonna guess.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they got a really good roll and I split it half and half. Along with some extra success.
That's not
from the
bad.
assist.
That's good. That's a good amount.
Yeah. But yeah, that was all like, he's like, hey, watch this. So, and then it's Strelite is Puski.
Do be making the most of this, because the advantage from song only lasts 1 round.
And it's only in that he can only use it once per game.
I wish there was some way to improve it by like making it last longer, getting more uses.
I mean, it's a fairly broken thing as we're seeing right now, dude.
I think it was
Very
pretty
powerful.
effective.
But yeah.
And that pool, and I'm leaving that pool of dice for everybody else, because unlike everybody else, I actually have a blast weapon that makes hordes of these disappear.
Unfortunately, your destroyed comrades were not able to inflict any losses on this group over here that they were working on.
Their guns are not quite as big.
One, their guns are not quite as big, and some of them are still a little surprised.
Yeah.
But next up, we'll go to
Normal.
we'll go to Archibald.
All right. I think. And you can split your successes afterwards for offense and defense.
Yep.
Okay. I think I was gonna go man at arms, and then counter position. So
All right.
responding quickly, we got over there, and then using that same man at arms skill as before, full complement of 7 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved. Can I still use a weapon suite?
Yeah.
All right. So a heavy burst does up an extra 2 for skill, but it has a chance of
So if you use all of your heavy burst, then your gun runs out of ammo.
Okay, so I have 2 for 2, so I can at least use one safely.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I will open with a heavy burst to get another 2 dice or 2 skill.
Mhm.
So that would be 9 dice
Yep.
at a target number of 4 or better.
Yep. Target number of 4 or better, and 5s and 6s explode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ow.
6, 7, 8. And I think is this in my wheelhouse?
That might
I'd
not
s-
matter here.
I'd probably say so.
But I'll ask Mike. Or
Yeah, no, it does. But that's not needed, really.
what's that?
I said that's not really needed. Because between you and this group over here, being led by Corporal Marita Cruz,
Oh, wonderful.
you guys are able to fairly efficiently just wipe out this entire group.
Oh, so we don't have to put any on defense? Because I'd like to make sure I...
Yeah, you don't have to put any on defense because it basically they've already attacked you.
Okay.
Yeah, the only reason why we're going second in this order is just because they got the drop on us.
Okay. Well then, me and Chuck and these guys, we do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm. And so we'll go to Alex Max and Melody Jacobs in the back line. Alex Max is supporting.
And people will notice he's not shooting.
God damn it, Matt!
That should be-
But yeah, Fayt. No, what you gonna do?
Said some of these were scanners or something.
Yep. So if you see these 2 groups that you're right next to, they're
Yeah.
actually like little radar dudes.
Okay. Well, I think I want to take them out.
All right. They are 2 different swarms. So if you want to, you can try to do a synergy roll and then assign your dice pool to attack the 2 groups. So like you roll your 2 skills, then you assign it to 2 different groups. If you want to try and attack both groups at once, or you can just roll to blow up one group.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to attack both since he's just kind of sitting there.
All right.
Jacobs, I saw you had the high score in that video game in the arcade. Can you get high score today? Can you get high score today?
Shut up and let me work.
We haven't had our banter yet for this episode, so I think we had to squeeze it in right there.
Yeah.
Shut up and let me work.
Yeah. How do I do both of them?
So you'll just roll your like you're gonna roll your 2 skills together to attack, and then afterwards you'll assign your successes to the 2 groups.
Defense or attack.
Except in this case, it's two pod groups.
I'm doing the flash move and strafing run.
All right.
Don't forget your weapon suites too to add extra dice.
Yeah, so that's 6, and then I'll do a heavy burst.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll do one of those. That's 2.
Yep.
So, okay.
Robotech.
So
Robotechnology.
roll it.
For talents, can I do Daredevil or something? It's when you perform a dangerous task involving agility, strength, quickness, or bravery, gain a reroll. Use this talent once per encounter, and as an ongoing passive ability, I reduce damage taken by 1.
I'm not sure this would specifically fit into Daredevil because this is normal combat operations.
Okay.
I think that more fits like trying to fly through an asteroid field or something.
Okay.
Oh, we have extra dice to use though. Do we
Yep,
need-
you do have.
Use them or lose them, people.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, Mike, there's one correction I have in relation to the destroids after Fayt is done here,
I think
because I also have a talent.
if Alex isn't attacking, if Fayt is, then she should take. Since everybody else is done, you probably should take the 4 successes, right?
5.
Or 5?
Yeah.
5 successes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just take all 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're the only one.
Make
left.
it go away.
So
Make it go bye-bye.
That's 13. Okay.
So you're gonna have an awesome roll.
Maybe.
Well, you don't roll 13 dice, you just get 5 automatic successes,
Oh, well, okay. So
which is even better.
Yeah, then that roll because that was almost 3 ones. Man, there could have been
Right?
3 ones so easy in there.
Well, that's 9
Oh.
successes.
Well,
Yeah, so
okay, so I
One,
take
two,
5.
three,
I don't know
four,
how any of this works. So
7, 8.
yeah, so for the assist, you just take the successes that he rolled and automatically apply them to your successes afterwards. So, like you
I'm tired.
rolled.
Hold on, wait. She got at least 1 5. That explodes too. So she got 5 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Plus 5.
I think she has 6 there.
Well,
So
I only
9?
get 8 myself, so if those 5 successes are automatic.
Yeah, so you just got 5. So you got 10 successes now.
They're gone.
Yep, I'm assuming you're splitting it 5 and 5 between the
Yeah.
groups? Alright, so let me check those groups.
Oh, I gotta go upstairs, guys, so I might be gone, but you can do whenever you want, and I'll be back.
No, so we'll just finish this combat turn and it'll all be good. So yeah, no, you actually are effectively able to wipe out the 2 scanner groups.
Yay!
The power of music and bullets.
Yep.
And
so
you had the thing?
yeah, because I have a talent, lead the charge. First round of combat, if I am the first one to enter or initiate it, half those under my command can make rerolls to any or all actions.
Alright, so I will reroll one of those destroy groups. We'll reroll that, and then we'll get 2 successes. So 6 dice, target number 4. 2.
And that 5 explodes.
Yep, I know. So 2, 4, 6. This group will actually be able to take out 1 battle pod.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that group rolled really well. Plus, they took the majority of the assists.
You see,
But,
I'm taking on the hard ones, guys.
But as we draw this battle to a close, you guys can see another wave incoming as this group pastes right on top of someone else. Great. Just great. Yeah, I think.
Out of curiosity, are they reacting differently in any way, or?
As far as you can see immediately, they kind of look like they're acting the same.
All right.
As far as you can see.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1 copy, paste.
Damn.
Yeah, so another 2 groups jump in, and shortly followed behind them is 2 officer pods, in which you hear over its external speakers, "You Micronians have drawn your last breaths. Surrender and I will make your deaths quick," as the villain emerges from the shadow. "And I shall kill you and capture that ship in the name of Chiron." And that's where the session ends.
Dun dun dun.
And so yeah, no, that's the end
No
of the
decodero.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I've got 2 fully statted character sheets ready for these guys. Because hey, luckily pre-stat these guys, and they're pretty mean.
We all gonna die.
Yeah, you all gonna die. Don't worry. If Chiron wins, he might not kill you. He might just take you as Micronian toys or something to throw at a wall or something.
Oh, that's so much better.
Push X to doubt.
Yeah.
I
But,
mean, he is sadistic like that.
I know. He'd probably use you guys for like dart paintballs or something like that. Chuck you at a wall and paint the wall red.
Great Bear is not afraid.
Oh, you will be.
He's just advancing in the opposite direction now.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So for that,
A tactical advance to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
But with that though, it is that's the end of the session. I have been the Robotech Master Harukajunko, and next session hopefully I will kill these people. With that though, I'm going to pass it off to Soundwavesghost.
I'm Soundwavesghost. I'm here on Sundays and Tuesdays. This coming Tuesday will be, I believe, it's 28th. Yes, it will be the second half of what was supposed to hopefully be a one-shot of Alien RPG, where a good section of crew here and that were on previous Tuesday games will be coming back, minus Jodo, unfortunately, because he has work, which, oh goodness, it's such a pain to get money.
Oh, well, it gives what's his face a character to play with, since his character met with a very unfortunate and unexpected end.
Facehugger got him, huh?
Yep.
It was supposed to get Lucas's character in, but it 1D3'd and it got the guy in the middle.
And it was an instant kill.
Yep.
Sucker.
Yep. It's a brutal system. Other Tuesday is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That little piece of iconery there, where we play a set of turtles from, I believe we're in the 1940s, shortly after the war. Not 1940s, close to 1950s. Just shy after World War II ended and the spy game is starting to step up. But for some reason, one of the things they did was make turtles and other mutants kind of fall out from that world. And Sundays, we got this, and eventually we'll get an action movie world game whenever Harukajunko as well is going to be out for a short time. And there's finally Luke.
Yep.
But yeah, that'll be the next 2 weeks worth of stuff. It's going to be kind of back and forth between those. Action movie world looks like it's going to be pretty fun. We finally nailed down a script, same as if you nailed Jello to a wall, but the nail is still there.
All right.
A big old mess.
And I would like to talk about it more, and I will on Tuesday, but I got to close it up for tonight, guys. But thank you, Mike, for everything, and I'm going to end it right here, and we will be back next Sunday. All right? All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you later. Peace.